This is Freeloaders. I'm MikePapaFoxtrot.
And I'm 3T.
Freeloaders is a regular look at what is or has been free to download from the PlayStation Network. We download the games and give them a play and see if they are worth the download, bandwidth and time.
Now, this time we are looking at DarksidersII Deathinitive Edition. So this is the December free game, the main free game in December from PlayStation Network, December 2017, obviously.
Basically, we're now both sitting looking at the start screen, I guess. Mine just says press X.
I have an empty slot, which I'm not going to make any jokes about.
So, shall we fill the slot?
Let's fill the slot. I'm not going to worry about the difficulty or the gamma because normal is probably fine. Essentially, these are largely going to be games that we would not otherwise have played. It's not something I would have gone and sought out, especially. The idea, I think, is, as you said, we're going to see if it's something that is worth downloading.
Absolutely. I've got some kind of complicated puzzle on screen that's just gone away.
Yep, and a little bit of hand-holding abilities can be activated from the radial menu, so I'm assuming that's what that is.
I thought that was a puzzle. I was a little bit worried it was going to ask me questions.
So, if that was the level of gameplay, then I'm not in.
No, I mean, hopefully this isn't going to hold hands too much. I mean, I realise we're talking over the story, or lack thereof, depending on what actually happens. But I really don't really want I don't like games that hold my hands too much. I mean, I like games that sort of let you jump in, and I like a very good first level that shows you what you need to know, but without too much hand-holding or too much forced hand-holding, And I mean, I don't like to play a game which ends up making me think I'm playing Dance Dance Revolution.
It's the classic. It's why, just to show my age, but it's why the original Super Mario Brothers is so clever, because the first level tells you exactly what to do and how to do it by naturally making you do things, and that's the best kind of game design, isn't it? So hopefully this is nothing to Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I was playing this on my own without you, I would have already double tapped X to see if I could skip this.
I'm all for skipping it if you are.
No, we'll let it play. We'll let it play. I mean, we can always, even though we're going to try and do this without editing, we do reserve the right to edit this program at any time.
So something about the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, anyway.
I'm trying to pay attention. Always good to end on the word
very loud.
Death. Yes, I'm struggling to talk over the top of it. Yeah. But let's see what happens. We know this is an RPG type game.
It's also single player. I did double check that before we started, so we're not going to be able to play this together. Okay,
well, that'll be fun. You'll notice that I've done absolutely zero research.
I thought that's sort of the bare minimum. I think it's nice to know if it's a two-player game, because then at least we'll be sharing the exact same experience.
Yeah, I think
but this is not.
A lot of talking. This is my one of the things that I find with a lot of modern games is a lot of talking, a lot of filling things in, and like we go back to the hand-holding. I consider this to be, this is I think the problem with a lot of modern television as well. There's a lot of like building up to the plot where you could tell you could just jump into the story and then tell us where we got there with a flashback and not waste quite so much time. I think we know which program we're both talking about. But hey, I've just got menus and control. I have control.
Oh, you must be slightly ahead of me then. If you've got a menu screen.
I have control. Now I can move about. I'm going to have to...
here we go. I'm on a horse.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the access configuration. I'm riding straight forward down the Vale. So, apparently I can...
L1 plus R1 to summon or banish despair. If only it was that easy in real life.
Yeah. I wonder which button it is for happiness.
Hopefully not the PS button.
No. Or the share button.
So I've got holding R1 is giving me some kind of meter that it told me would sap something, and I again not paying attention.
Yeah, I kind of stopped riding just to sort of assess my thing, so I don't know. I'm just riding forward. So
well, my horse just evaporated at the bridge, so hopefully that's supposed to happen. Otherwise, I just killed my horse.
What bridge?
Oh, I just
that bridge
down the straight road. Okay, X to jump.
How are you getting
square to attack?
How are you getting that extra jump? Oh, I see. Right, this is
because
where...
it's making me. It made me climbable.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
it's R1 to
holding.
dodge.
Oh, that's quite nice. It's hand holding. That's nice.
It is a little bit too much though. I can't now get out of my prompt to R1 to dodge incoming attacks.
That's because I think you have to press R1.
I am. Oh no, I'm not. I can't tell my left from my right, people. This is not a good start.
Okay, well that's interesting because I am pressing R1. Oh, now I am. Right.
Yeah, I was holding L1.
Oh, right. Okay.
There's your problem.
That's left and right issue. What? Where did Mr. 3 come from? There was only two of them there.
This is feeling very arcade button mash at the moment, but
I just got 48 points for killing him, or whatever.
Well, all the Icemen have gone away now, so I'm gonna just go up these stairs.
I've just I've got some shoes. I can pick up some shoes.
I have now headed back down the stairs to see if there are some shoes. Oh yes, there are.
I can't pick them up, but I can get them.
Circle.
Yeah, that's what I'm pressing. I thought. Oh. I don't know if I like this game's controls. Oh, I've got it now. Fine, yeah. I was probably not in the right place. You have found a piece of equipment. Press options at any time to enter your inventory. That's good. Ugh. Oh, I've got shoes in my inventory. I got shoes in my inventory. Oh, there's a tech tree as well. That's quite nice. Skills tech tree. The Dark Fortress, whatever that is. The Veil.
Oh, Christ. Oh, climbing walls is going to be very important to you when you're inside this building.
Yeah, sorry. I also, there's a little move list, moves that you learn. So Razor Kick is square XX during most attacks. Evade and Counter is a timed R1, and Reaper form is the L1 and R2. So yeah, it's quite nice. That's actually not too bad. And ability cards. So, yeah, all right.
I love the way.
Yeah, not too bad. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I haven't seen enough combat yet to actually say if I like it or not, but seems to be reasonably intuitive. I would have probably preferred X to be attack rather than square.
Yeah.
And circle is usually cancel as far as I'm concerned, not pick things up. Oh, I can see. You can run across the walls. Okay, how does that work then? Oh, that's quite clever. Right. Yeah, not too much hand-holding. It's not too bad. I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, I'm dead.
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm stuck in
mashing at the moment.
I'm stuck in a hole. Oh, you can get back out that way. Ah. That's clever. They've thought about it. They've worked out that people are idiots. Well, I am anyway, so that's good. So I'm guessing if you go that way round, then you climb on there like that. Ah, right. Then you can jump up like that. Right. Yeah, visually quite pleasing. I have triggered another event,
I would say
though.
So.
It's trying to teach me to climb onto wooden beams. That's interesting. Have you done the wooden beams yet?
Yeah, I've just crossed over. Something was shouting poison or something at me. I don't really know.
It's this is like Mario, the Mario Hat game on terrible games.
The Mario Hat game, as they were so close to calling it.
It's called. Oh, come on, help me. You know the
Mr.
one.
Mr. Miyamoto, what should we call this? Mario Hat game. Okay, well, maybe slightly back to the drawing board on that one.
I can't remember my left from my right. Oh, dear.
No, I'm struggling with everything.
I thought it was just me that did left from right. Is that because we've played together for so long that...
It probably is. But, okay, I don't really know where I'm going. I am letting it hold my hand because, well, you don't really have any options. You just go the way that you can go because there's not...
Did you find the little ice monster thing hidden in the wall at the side after you climbed over the pillars?
I'm going to say probably.
All right.
There's a lot of ice monsters.
Tell you what, I got a new pair of shoes. A lot of shoes here.
This is the kind of thing that excites us now as old men.
Yeah. I'm also... I just find it... There's lots of frozen enemies in the walls.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, well, they've just come out of the walls. These guys came out to get me.
I would assume this is some kind of build up some XP thing. Oh, circle gives you a combo attack or something there.
Yeah, there's... I don't know. I mean, I'm not hating it. That's the thing. I'm not hating it, but then I'm guessing we are probably still in the tutorial mode where it is sort of holding our hands.
Somebody dropped a hammer. I'm having the hammer. Yeah, this is very much an introduction to combat, I would hope.
What's that? I've picked up some kind of gold and a hammer. I've got a hammer. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. How do I change weapons? I'm thinking I go to... if I push the options button, that allows me then to go to the inventory, and I can select the weapon and equip it. Yes, I have now equipped my hammer.
Okay, tell me how to do this now. I wasn't paying attention.
All right, well, what I did is I pushed the options button, and then I pushed R2 to move one click over.
Oh yeah, hammer.
And then I found a hammer. I mean, I got shoes.
Equip.
I got shoes coming out, coming off of my soles. I was going to say something else there, but shoes don't go there. Interesting. What did the shoes do? Okay.
I have equipped the hammer, but it does not seem to be letting me fight with the hammer.
I don't know. That's the thing. I'm just going to... but wall climbing is... whoa, that's... Something fell off that wall then. I'm glad I'm inept at climbing walls, because if I'd have been good at climbing walls, that would have hit me. Okay. So you can run along the wall and get to the next one. So you hold X. Okay. This is...
I don't want to ruin anything for you, but you are shortly going to discover that you can also climb on ceilings.
Ah, that sounds very, whoops. You also don't seem to take full damage, which is quite interesting.
No. I also enjoyed the subtitles there that just decided to call it something sick laughter. So,
okay.
Not sure if that's a sort of street use of the word sick.
I don't understand how you...
climbing.
Oh, that's what it is. You have to double tap that. Push 0 to release from the edges. Oh, let's see. That circle, that makes more sense to me. That guy just spawned behind me now.
Good job you don't take full damage, because I just have a very long way.
Kind of wanted to control that fight, but... Yeah. Would I have downloaded this is the question. I don't know. Because I've just got another hammer. I've got 2 more hammers. I quite like the collecting collecting objective of it. It's quite nice. I mean,
I may not want to share my video only because I am not able to play games.
Oh no, I'm absolutely horrendous at this. But I have also just discovered, and I probably shouldn't say this, but to a certain extent, I found some gloves. I've got gloves, Streety. And I've got another hammer.
For all I know, I might have gloves.
No, well, if you didn't pick it up, then you didn't get it. I would say I've just discovered a little bit like sometimes the certain weapons in some of the Call of Duty games used to sort of automatically lock on. My fighting there seemed to have been controlled for me to a certain extent.
Okay. I'm assuming you're ahead of me now because I'm climbing a huge wall and I can't go to the left.
Oh, if you when you hold the analog hard left and double tap the X, at that point you will sort of go that way. But
no,
I have just found I have just found a wall I can climb, which is quite nice. No, I'm behind you because you just told me you don't want to spoil it, but you're climbing on the wall, climbing on the ceiling. I've only just got to that point. I'm now literally Tarzaning across the ceiling.
Okay.
So you are way... For example, I've just had a sick laughter prompt.
Yes, there you go. So you're probably, I don't know, about 30 seconds away from the big wall. Oh, no, I'm off. That's fine. I found it. And a giant boss monster thing is now climbing over some rocks.
Uh-huh. Well, okay. I am quite enjoying the fighting aspect of it. It's quite satisfying. I guess it's designed to be satisfying. I mean, it wasn't a very big download.
No, that's another important consideration. It did not take very long. I think we've both got very similar
it's about 60,
download
about
speeds.
60 minutes with sort of a reasonable gaming connection, I would say. I mean, I don't think either of us have a super awesome connection, but I also don't think we have a terrible connection as well. I mean, we both live in reasonably civilized parts of the world.
Well, you say that.
Yes. Well, you know, that's life.
Feels less and less civilized.
Still haven't quite worked out how to climb that wall. That's quite interesting. I get to the top and then like that. Don't be. That's quite good design. I like that. It wants you, it sort of encourages you to go up there. Unless it wants you to go up there to hold on to that thing there. This is really lovely gameplay. No, it won't let me fall that way. It won't let me fall off. Why won't it let me fall off?
I just got killed by the ice giant there. I've pressed restart.
I'm stuck. So
Are you at the top of the really high wall?
I'm at the top of the really high wall. I'm just heading back up to the beam now. I've fallen off.
You have to get up onto the wooden beams, and then I just somehow managed to run, free run across the...
Yeah, and I'm going to free run at a diagonal.
To the left.
Oh, the trouble is I keep jumping back off the wall, which is... yeah. Right.
I've just worked out as well, having pressed L1 and R1 together, that he said, this is no place for a horse. So I'm guessing by summoning Despair, that is the name of your horse.
Oh, that's good to know. You like to name horses, don't you? Let's hope Despair doesn't die and get replaced randomly in the middle of the game, because I know how that can be somewhat upsetting for someone, can't it?
Old flashbacks to Red Dead Redemption trauma.
Yeah. Right. Well, I can't seem to go any further, and that's probably because I am inept.
You need to just head off to the left. When you get up to the top of that really high wall, you need to find a way to wall run.
Yeah. Yep. Unfortunately, what happens is I seem to jump off, which means I either haven't gone through the tutorial properly, or I am double tapping a button rather than doing it. This is going to be the most embarrassing thing about this freeloading game content, is that it's going to show us that we are, or it's going to show that how... Oh, I've worked it out. There you go. Oh no, a big ice giant has just appeared. Oh dear.
Yep. R1 is your friend in this fight.
R1
a lot of dodging
is your
when
friend.
He looks like he's reeling backwards.
Let me work out where R1 is. And yes, I've just had a prompt. As I banged the R1 button, it prompted me to dodge. That's good.
You will need to dodge out of his way a lot.
That's good to know.
Now would be a good time to use potion, apparently.
All right.
Well,
are you still fighting the ice giant then, or what?
I've just beaten the ice giant.
All right. So he is beatable then.
Yeah, a lot of dodging, a lot of button mashing. I did die once, though, because I'm crap.
Okay, well, I'm rolling through his legs. Oh, he hit me.
That's the best way. Keep
First
rolling.
time he's hit me. He's only hit me once so far as I can tell. No, he's hit me again. Right, so that is either predictive or... I've kind of... Yep, he's hit me again. I'm probably got one more hit and I'm gone. And at that point, I'm probably going to stop playing. and ask you.
I've got to an action point, which was to turn a wheel and which has made a lift go up. So that's probably a good point to stop.
Oh, I'm stopping in a death scene there because it's nice and quiet, and there's no background noise, so I don't have to shout over the top of the thing. So, what did you think?
Well, I'm going to go back to my dashboard because that is loud. Yes. For a start, yeah. Would you, what you were sort of saying before, would you have downloaded that if you knew what it was?
I don't think so, because I'm not really into RPG games. That said, one of the great things about the PlayStation Plus, I mean, you know, the fact that you have to pay if you want to actually be online means that you do get to try lots of games. So, would I have paid for it? Probably not, because it's not the genre of game that I like. But would I have bought it if it was in like the the £10 box? Probably. So that's where I'm putting it. So what do you think? Was it worth the 10 gigs or so download for you? The 60 minutes of downloading time?
I don't think I will play it again.
No.
I don't think it's something that I will play. I do like RPGs, but I think I'm quite a picky player. I do like the Zelda games. So, and I like exploration. What that feels like to me, and you know, Darksiders fans, feel free to tell me I'm an idiot, but that feels just like an arcade button masher pretending to be an RPG. But then I think it depends on your definition of RPG. You know, if you're leveling up, you're collecting stuff, I guess that is what some people are looking for. I mean, it looks very nice. It plays very smoothly. It just... And it's free, you know. If you do like that kind of thing, it's the same as we've dabbled in the DC Universe Online, and that is very similar to sort of just, you know, hack slash get rewards repeat. But
didn't you think that was a lot more fun though? I think that was because we could
DC?
be together. Yeah, because we were together there. I think if this had a co-op, maybe if this had a co-op. I'm not talking like Dark Souls co-op where people wander through your game and they're either good to you or bad to you. I mean that people actually, you know, you could play with someone.
The ability to interact. I think the fun of something like DC Universe Online is you're making a character as well.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, I'm not all that gripped so far. I mean, that being said, we've played for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes.
I mean, I would say that I'm tempted to come back to this when I'm not concentrating on trying not to look like an idiot.
But I have a lot of things that I need to catch up on. In my sad, geeky life, there is so much TV, so many comic books, so many games that I need to spend time on to the things that I want to get through. This would not convince me to not, you know, to put any one of those things to one side to come and play this.
I think that's,
which is probably my main answer.
Yeah, I think that's probably where I am as well with it. That you know, I don't have a life, but the life that I do have, I don't know if I want to spend it playing a button masher. That said, I have played worse games than this, but I just can't see myself putting in the time, and I can see myself getting back 10 gigabytes or so of space.
Straight away.
Not straight away, no, because I'm someone that I like to give things a good chance. So I will come back and I will have another look at this, just because I don't like to be defeated.
No.
But I can't see myself.
It is a good deal.
Yeah, but I mean, there was a little bit of auto tracking going on. Like I said, I don't know if that's because it's the first level. And I did feel that the combat, I didn't have any real control. Again, it's probably my gaming skill. I didn't seem to have any real control over the movements. I jumped off of the wall, climbing that last wall. I jumped off of it 4 or 5 times rather than jumping onto the beam. Now, I don't know if that's because I was, you know, accidentally double tapping a button or not holding a button right, but I don't like that. There should be more than one way to jump that distance. It had given us jumping skills. It had given us wall climbing skills. It had given us pillar climbing skills. And at one point, I was up on the rock that was on the left side of the ledge, and I couldn't jump down. The game trapped me in an invisible wall, effectively. And at that point, that made me angry because I don't like that sort of thing. And that frustrated me quite a lot. So I would say, will I play it again? Just out of spite, mainly for myself. Will I be getting 10 gigs of hard drive space back? I'm pretty sure I will. If I'm wrong, I will obviously fess up to that. I will confess. Similar games, I mean, basically, I think it's trying to be Dark Souls, isn't it? That's what it's trying to be. I think
I've never played Dark Souls.
No, I've watched it. I mean, I've watched Dark Souls get played. I've got a friend who's very much into the Dark Souls universe, Bloodborne, and all those kind of games. And again, it's the sort of they're not the games that grab me anyway. So I mean, I'm quite limited in my gaming, really, which is why this is quite a nice idea to force ourselves to play games that we probably wouldn't download or buy anyway.
Absolutely.
If I saw this in a game in a game store and it was like €10, £10, whatever, and somebody had told me it was a brilliant game, I'd probably buy it. Having played it now, I probably wouldn't. unless I'd managed to catch up with everything else in my life. And that's how I'm going to leave it.
No other media available.
Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to leave that now. So I think we can.
I mean, if you've been waiting for Darksiders or you were looking to give it a try, now is your chance. I mean, to get it for free as part of your PlayStation subscription, fill your boots. I mean, it doesn't take a long time to download. It looks very nice. It plays very smoothly. And if it's something you've been looking to give a try, go ahead and do it. It's not floating my boat, but I can appreciate that it is a very well-made game. But it's not going to have me running back anytime soon.
Yeah, and we just to point out, we are not affiliated with the PlayStation Network in any way. We simply have our PlayStation Plus accounts because that's how we need it to get online to be gamers. And we have discovered over the years that the free downloads, sometimes they're worth it, sometimes they're not. In this case, maybe not, but your mileage may vary. And with that, I will say, this is MikePapaFoxtrot.
And this is 3T, and we were looking at Darksiders II Deathinitive Edition that is currently freeloadable from PlayStation Network.